So, is your Fritzbox acting up, crashing, rebooting, just generally being a pain? Well, you're definitely not alone. But here's a thought. What if those frustrating reboots aren't just a random glitch? In this explainer, we're going to dig into the hidden security problem that could be behind all that instability. And we'll see how Germany's super strict BSI standards, which by the way Fritzbox is a big fan of, are actually the key to a way more stable and secure connection for you.
And hey, before we really jump in, if you get something out of clear, no-nonsense explainers like this, do me a favor and hit that subscribe button down below. It seriously helps us make more of these.
All right, let's get right to it. That annoying habit you have of rebooting your router all the time, it might just be a sign of something much, much bigger going on.
I mean, we've all done the walk of shame, right? The internet dies, your video call freezes up, and you trudge over to the router to unplug it, wait 10 seconds, and plug it back in. It's a ritual, a really frustrating, really common ritual.
But what if I told you this isn't just about a slow connection? That instability? It could be the tip of a giant iceberg. The real problem, the one lurking under the surface, is that your router might be failing at its single most important job, protecting your entire digital life from some pretty serious security risks.
To really get why this is so important, we kind of have to change how we think about our routers, because let's be honest, they're doing way more than just slinging Wi-Fi around.
Just think about it for a second. Every single byte of data that comes into or goes out of your home network, from your laptop, your phone, your smart TV, heck, even your smart coffee maker, it all passes through that one little box. It's not just a gadget, it's literally the digital front door to your home. And you know, this quote from Germany's top cybersecurity agency, the BSI, just hits the nail on the head. Your router can either be a powerful shield or it can be a wide open door for attackers. So the big question is, how do we make sure we've got the shield and not the open door?
Well, it turns out Germany has a really solid answer to that question, and it all comes from an organization called the BSI.
So, the BSI is basically the national authority for all things cybersecurity in Germany. It's their job to come up with the rules and the best practices to keep everyone safe online, from huge government departments all the way down to you and me. And when it came to routers, they did two really brilliant things. First, they wrote this super detailed rulebook for the companies that make the routers, and second, so you don't have to read that whole thing, they created a super simple sticker for us, the consumers, the IT Security Label.
So what's actually in this rulebook? What does the BSI demand to call a router secure? Well, it all really boils down to 5 main ideas. Let's break these down real quick. Number 1 is transparency. It just means you have a right to know what your device is doing. No secrets. Then there's access authorization, which is a fancy way of saying no more default passwords like admin/password. You have to set a real strong one right away. Third, and this is a huge one for stability, is updates. The company has to promise to patch security holes fast. Fourth, encryption, making sure your data is scrambled so no one else can read it. And finally, data cleansing, which means when you hit factory reset, it actually, truly erases everything. Okay, this is where it all clicks into place. Let's look at the difference. With a typical router, security updates are a maybe. With a BSI certified one, they're guaranteed. A regular router might come with a password a 5-year-old could guess. A BSI one forces you to change it on setup. You can see the pattern here, right? It's the difference between just hoping your router is secure and actually knowing it meets a really high standard.
So this all sounds great, but how do you actually find one of these secure routers in the real world? Well, thankfully, the BSI made it incredibly easy.
Yeah, they made it dead simple. When you're shopping around, all you have to do is look for this one thing, the IT Security Label. It's right there on the box. It's a clear, simple promise from the manufacturer saying, yep, we meet all those tough BSI security rules.
But here's the coolest part. See that little QR code on the label? That's not just decoration. If you scan it with your phone, it takes you to a live web page hosted by the BSI, specifically for that device. It tells you everything. If a new vulnerability was just found, if a new update is ready, it basically turns a static label into your own personal live security dashboard. How cool is that? So this is what you're looking for. The label gives you that peace of mind right when you buy it, and that little QR code keeps you informed and empowered for the entire time you own the product. It's all about making a smart choice, not just today, but for years to come.
So the next time your router starts acting up, I want you to remember that iceberg. Don't just get frustrated by the glitchy connection, think about the potential security risk that's hiding underneath. And ask yourself this question, is my digital front door actually locked? Because when you look for standards like the BSI's, you're not just buying a piece of hardware, you're investing in some serious peace of mind.